what mixing castor oil and baking soda does to your body and what this combination can do. But what does the science actually say? What are the real effects on your body? And most importantly, is it safe? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what happens when you mix these two ingredients, what the research shows, and whether this is something you should try. So let's get started. What are these ingredients? Before we talk about mixing them, let's understand what we're working with individually. First, castor oil. This is a thick, pale yellow oil extracted from the seeds of the castor plant, Ricinus communis. It's been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda. The key component is ricinoleic acid, which makes up about 90% of the oil's fatty acid content. This compound has anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties that have been documented in scientific literature. Castor oil is FDA approved as a stimulant laxative when taken orally, and it's also used topically for various skin conditions. It's thick, viscous, and has a distinct texture that some people find unpleasant. Now, baking soda or sodium bicarbonate. This is a crystalline compound that's mildly alkaline with a pH around 9. You probably have it in your kitchen right now. It's used in baking, cleaning, and has some medical applications like treating heartburn. Baking soda can neutralize acids, has mild abrasive properties, and some antimicrobial effects. When applied to skin, baking soda can alter the skin's natural pH, which normally sits around 4.5 to 5.5 on the acidic side. This is important to keep in mind. So what happens when you mix them? You get a paste. There's no dramatic chemical reaction like you'd see with vinegar and baking soda. The mixture creates a spreadable consistency that people apply to their skin for various purposes. The claims. Let's talk about what people are claiming this mixture can do. I've seen dozens of videos and articles making some pretty bold statements. The most common claims include removing skin tags, moles, and warts. People say that applying this paste daily can cause these growths to dry up and fall off within days or weeks. Others claim it can treat age spots, reduce hyperpigmentation, and even lighten scars. Some say it draws out toxins from the body, reduces inflammation, and can treat cysts or lipomas. There are also claims about it treating fungal infections, reducing joint pain when applied topically, and even shrinking benign tumours. These are serious claims. And whenever I see something being promoted as a cure-all, my skepticism meter goes way up. So let's look at what science actually tells us, what the science says. Here's the reality. There are virtually no peer-reviewed scientific studies specifically examining the combination of castor oil and baking soda as a topical treatment for any condition. Let me repeat that because it's important. Despite all the testimonials and viral videos, the scientific literature does not support the specific claims being made about this mixture. Now let's break down what we do know about the individual components. Castor oil does have documented anti-inflammatory properties due to ricinoleic acid. Some small studies have shown it may help with certain inflammatory skin conditions when applied topically. There's also limited evidence it might have some antimicrobial effects. However, the research on topical applications is not extensive, and most of the stronger evidence relates to its use as an oral laxative. Baking soda, when used topically, can alter skin pH. Some people use it as a mild exfoliant or to temporarily relieve itching. However, dermatologists often warn against regular use because disrupting your skin's natural acidic barrier can lead to irritation, dryness, and increased susceptibility to infections. Here's what's particularly important about claims regarding skin tags, moles, and warts. These are three completely different types of growths with different causes. Skin tags are benign growths of skin. Warts are caused by the human papillomavirus. Moles are clusters of pigmented cells. The idea that one topical mixture would effectively treat all three is not supported by our understanding of dermatology. For moles specifically, attempting to remove them at home is potentially dangerous. Changes to moles can be a sign of skin cancer, and covering them with substances can obscure important changes that need medical evaluation. Dermatologists universally recommend having moles evaluated and removed by professionals if necessary. Warts are viral, and while they sometimes resolve on their own, effective treatments typically involve methods like cryotherapy, salicylic acid, or other medically proven interventions. The drawing out toxins claim is also problematic. Your liver and kidneys are your body's detoxification system. The concept that a topical paste can draw toxins out through your skin isn't supported by physiological evidence. Potential risks. Now let's talk about safety, because this is crucial. First, skin irritation. Baking soda is alkaline and your skin is naturally acidic for good reason. That acidic barrier protects you from harmful bacteria and maintains skin health. Repeatedly applying alkaline substances can disrupt this, leading to dryness, redness, irritation, and even chemical burns in sensitive individuals or with prolonged exposure. Some people are also allergic to castor oil, though this is relatively rare. Allergic reactions can range from mild redness to more severe contact dermatitis. Second, there's the risk of misdiagnosis. This is perhaps the most serious concern. If you have a skin growth and you're treating it at home, you might be dealing with something that requires medical attention. Skin cancer can sometimes look like a harmless mole or age spot. Attempting to remove growths at home can delay proper diagnosis and treatment. Third, infection risk. Breaking the skin's barrier or attempting to remove growths can introduce bacteria and lead to infection, especially if proper hygiene isn't maintained. Fourth, scarring. Even if a treatment works and removes a growth, doing so without proper technique can result in scarring that's worse than the original issue. Finally, there's the opportunity cost. Time spent trying unproven remedies is time you could spend getting proper medical treatment for conditions that might progress if left untreated. I want to be clear, I'm not saying that everyone who tries this will have a bad outcome. Many people report no adverse effects, but the absence of evidence for benefits combined with the potential for harm is a poor risk-benefit ratio, the psychology of testimonials. You might be thinking, but I've seen so many people saying it worked for them. Are they all lying? No, they're probably not lying, but testimonials, even sincere ones, aren't scientific evidence. Here's why. First, many skin conditions improve on their own. Skin tags can fall off, warts can resolve spontaneously, and marks can fade over time. If you're applying something during that natural resolution, you might attribute the improvement to the treatment, even though it would have happened anyway. Second, there's the placebo effect. If you believe something will work, you might perceive improvements that aren't objectively measurable. Third, confirmation bias. People who have positive experiences are more likely to share them online. Those who tried it and saw no results or had negative reactions are less likely to post about it. This creates a skewed perception of how effective something really is. Fourth, we have to consider that some before and after photos online might be edited, staged, or show results from other treatments entirely. This isn't to dismiss people's experiences, but to put them in context. Personal testimonials cannot replace controlled scientific research. What you should do instead. So if you have a skin concern, what should you actually do? First and foremost, see a dermatologist. If you have a mole, unusual growth, persistent skin tag, or anything that concerns you, get it properly evaluated. Dermatologists can identify what you're dealing with and recommend safe, effective, evidence-based treatments. For skin tags, dermatologists can remove them quickly and safely through simple procedures. For warts, there are proven treatments. For hyperpigmentation, there are ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide and retinoids with actual research supporting their use. If you're interested in natural approaches, work with a healthcare provider who can guide you toward options with some evidence behind them. For example, tea tree oil has some research supporting antimicrobial properties for certain conditions. But even natural doesn't mean risk-free, so professional guidance is valuable. For general skin health, focus on the basics: sun protection with broad-spectrum SPF, gentle cleansing, moisturizing, and a healthy diet rich in antioxidants. These fundamentals are backed by solid research. If cost is a barrier to seeing a dermatologist, many communities have health clinics that offer sliding scale fees. Many dermatology practices also offer payment plans. Your skin health is worth the investment. Conclusion, let's wrap this up. Mixing castor oil and baking soda creates a paste that some people apply to their skin, but there's no scientific evidence supporting the dramatic claims you see online. The potential risks, including skin irritation, delayed diagnosis of serious conditions, and scarring, outweigh any unproven benefits. I know it's tempting to try viral remedies, especially when they seem natural and inexpensive, but when it comes to your health, evidence matters more than anecdotes. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based health content. Drop a comment below if you have questions or suggestions for future topics. Remember, your health deserves more than trends. It deserves truth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.